All right, welcome to Civil Engineering Lab 2 building. This is a building dedicated entirely to civil engineering classrooms and labs. We enter here, we have our conference room where we frequently meet with students and senior design teams along the way. Senior design is a 2-semester long capstone course where students work as a small group with a faculty member on a project that the faculty is choosing, something new and emerging and interesting. So we actually have a senior design team working right now with their faculty sponsor, but we won't bother them too much right now. We do have a classroom in this building as well. So once again, this is going to be used for civil engineering courses. We do all of our teaching in here with our current technology, but the idea is we don't want to stay here. We want to talk about theory, we want to talk about applications in the real world, but we want to quickly move to our labs. So that's the only classroom in this building. Everything else is dedicated lab space. So, the first lab up here, quite honestly, my favorite place in this building is the environmental lab. So, part of the civil and environmental engineering program that we have, this is the environmental lab that's dedicated for all of our environmental engineering courses. So here we'll do just intro to environmental engineering, we'll do our water wastewater course, we'll do an air pollution course, solid hazardous waste. But this is where we do a lot of our hands-on application to not just make it textbook, but do a lot of the same tests that environmental engineers do. The air quality results, so all these things that make the engineering real happens in this lab. So one of the key projects that we do in environmental engineering is building a water treatment system by students. This is completely designed, constructed, and then operated by our civil and environmental engineering students. So that's a good experience. They can take river water and actually make it clean. The back half of the building is additional project space. So, and the key thing here is we have a big open space. Because a lot of what we do in civil engineering is quite bluntly big. We have to do large construction. This is going to change constantly. We'll do one project in here, and then we'll tear it down and we'll do something else. So at the moment, we have another senior design project, which is the Lazy River project, modeling how Lazy River works. Other equipment in this room is, you'll notice, our piles of plywood and 2x4s. While that may seem fairly basic, we want our students building, constructing. So we want having those resources readily available for anyone to do the construction they want to do along the way. So this is going to be open space. We have a concrete mixers. We have just various large equipment that students may need for their projects. Another lab is going to be our water lab. This is a bit more of hydraulics, talking about how water works. So various things in this lab include our pipe loop. So understanding how water flows in a pipe, whether it be a single pipe, a small pipe, multiple pipes at once, we can better understand that by actually doing the testing ourselves. Additionally, we have the open channel flow, or flume, where we get to do our flume testing. Essentially, water goes in and we can create like a dam, and we can watch how water moves on various slopes. And so, again, very hands-on. We start in the classroom, and then we move into a laboratory setting in the back half of the building. So one of our other labs, that's a kind of a key foundation, pun intended, for civil engineering is Geotech, basically soils. So since everything that is constructed that's not on water or in outer space has soil as a foundation. So we have a geotechnical engineering course where we do a lot of soil sampling and soil testing. So in this lab itself, we can do multiple soil tests, and so students can learn how various soils will hold up under various pressures, under various environmental conditions. Again, we want it to make sense to the students, not just numbers on a page, not just a report as far as this will or won't work, but we want some foundational understanding of how soils work. So this is the Geotech lab. This is, again, a really fun lab where, in layman's terms, we get to play with dirt. So if it's a hands-on kind of student, if you really enjoy getting dirty, working with your hands and seeing the product of your work, this is a very fun lab, enjoyable experience. That's very valuable to our civil and environmental engineering students.